on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines. KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader. And that was gone! A Des Moines Radio Group station. The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV, LLC. Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Yep. Morning, Brad. Morning, Tony. You on?
Wherever you are.
All right. Welcome to this week's edition of Waking Up the Outdoors at Outdoors Dan, or the Outdoor Call Radio, or Outdoors Dan Extraordinaire, whatever we're calling this thing this morning. Good morning, everybody. Have a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Brad says hi. Steve Martin says hi. Good morning, everybody. Tony, good morning. How you doing? All right, it is Saturday, July, what is today? Today the 13th, 14th, 15th? Andrew's over there hacking. It's July 15th already. Wow, can you believe it? We got a fun show today. We're going to be talking with Steph Lane at 7:30. She does a wonderful podcast on the Outdoor Call Radio Network on Fridays called Woods and Waters Project. And she's up doing something, scouting or something today. But she's always doing a lot of get your issues fixed reading messages. No, I haven't got my issues fixed yet, Brad. I have to go on my iPhone to read them so I can see what you guys are saying. It should be doing it on my computer thing here. I get the thumbs up and everything, but I don't get your comments. So, yeah. Good morning, Winthy, out there in Kansas. Good to see you. Anyway, so Steph Lane and at 7:30, Jim Coffey, our Iowa DNR biologist. Good to see you there. So, got my old Bigfoot shirt on today. My friend Gary sent me a Minnesota Bigfoot research team shirt, Squatch on. How about that? It's always nice when you get a Bigfoot shirt in, I'm telling you. That's fun. I had a really well, I need to tell you first off, the show is brought to you by in part by our friends at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage down in Carlisle. If you need a place to put your gear, they do a wonderful job. $60 a month. It's 12 by 50 feet long. Secure gates 24/7. Security cameras all over the place. Discounts for multiple spots. Just give them a call at 515-822-1362. 515-822-1362. And they'll get you taken care of. They're really nice people down there at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. So I had a great time out at Pure Whitetail in Ohio last week. Got to meet some new people. Larry Mack was with me from Respect the Game TV. Philip Vanderpool was there. We had let's see, who else was there? Travis was with us, and we just had a good time. Yeah, got to see Martin Holler again. Actually had a lot of people come up and say they love the show. They love the Bigfoot show that we do, the Unknown Files. It's more than Bigfoot. We talk ghosts and UFOs and all that other fun stuff too, but you know what? We just had a lot of good times and met some nice people, and it was a good time. I like Ohio. It's a long drive. It's 9 hours, but I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun. So get out there and get those scrapes going with your Pure Whitetail stuff, huh? So sometime today, we are going to give you a chance to do some stuff. I've got some Iowa Jeep Show tickets to give away. That is going to be for their event on September 16th and 17th. Soldier Boy Jerky has a new product out. It's called Ammo Chips. And the only way I can describe this is like beef jerky potato chips. They are awesome. I got a couple bags of those. And so I told everybody, here's what we were going to do. I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live. I've got my Winsent scent grenade with me right here. Now this is if you don't know what this is, this has got a little cartridge right here that you can put little different scents in there, like earth scent, doe pea. You could do acorn, cedar. You know, you can use it as a cover scent But what it really is meant for is a wind detector. Now I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live. Look at that. See, when I'm 25 feet up in the tree, or 20 feet, whatever it is, I can do that. I need to get that over to Andrew. I can do that, and I can see what my wind direction is doing. I can see if my thermals are rising, my thermals are going down. I can see if there's any wind swirl, so I can reach back and adjust my ozonics. And it's a great little stress ball when you're stressed out because the buck's not cooperating. You can just use it like that. I've got 2 of these to give away. So I told the folks at WinScent, send me a bunch of these grenades, and we're going to send you armed to the woods. That's right. We're going to send you armed for bear, if you're going bear hunting especially. We're going to give you a bag of ammo chips and a WinScent grenade to take with you. So we're going to have 2 of those today. We'll give them away. Well, do 1 per hour, I guess. But there you go. Yep, and then we have 2 weeks left to do the fishing trip. We're gonna the big trip to Minnesota, up at Lake Winnebagosh. If you've been listening, if you downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app and you've been listening Monday through Friday, I've been giving you little code words during the week that plays like 5-6 times a day. You got plenty of chances to hear it. And then you send me an email. Hey, Ryan Huser, Michael Waters, good morning. Scott, good morning. Good to see you. You send me an email with what I tell you on the radio, and I put you in the drawing. So you got 2 weeks, and then after that, someone's going to get a 4-night, 3-day stay at the beautiful Pines Resort, with thanks to Chad and all the gang up there at Lake Winnie. You're going to get a $300 carbon Trica fishing rod, a $200 gift card to Bojangle Baits, a brand new Grizzly cooler for the boat. What else? A pair of Itasca hunting boots. I mean, it's a nice package. So you still got 2 weeks to listen. So just Monday through Friday, starting Monday morning, I'll have a new code word or phrase. Just email that to me, and you're in the drawing. And the guy that won the Kansas trip, he only had like one or two things in there. So you don't have to have a ton of. You don't have to listen every week. We'd like you to listen every week. Got some great shows on there Monday through Friday. So, and we got a couple more shows coming. Anyway, so we had a great time at the bash. I want to thank everybody for being super nice to us. We gave a bunch of Iowa what do we call this thing? The Outdoor Call Radio koozies. Now we're going to be at the iCubs August 19th. That's a Saturday at 6 p.m. Andrew and I will have a booth right there by the main gate. I'll have about 200 of those to give away. First 200 people to come over and show me download the app for me. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Don't cost you anything to listen. Just come by and download the app, or just show me that you got the app already, and I'll give you a free koozie. How about that? And they're nice, too. Morning, Chris. Good to see you, buddy. Boy, we got a bunch of people on here this morning. It's nice to see everybody on Facebook Live and everything. Andrew, what's going on? Andrew had a birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
How old are you now? 40?
No, not quite.
You're not even 40 yet?
Not even.
You're a baby.
I'll take that for now. Starting to get into that zone where it's like, well, I'm not 20 anymore, and oh man, I keep creeping up there in 30s. So
30s, yeah. I'll be 60 next year.
Well,
I can't even imagine. It just boggles my mind that I'm saying I'm going to be 60. It's just a number, Dan. No, it's not.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, well, I creak where I've never creaked before, I'm telling you. And, hey, I used to be able to drive all day, and it never bothered me. I mean, I'd go drive 8 hours, 9 hours, and then get out and go hunt that afternoon. Those days are over. Yeah, I drive 9 hours now. I get out of the truck. It's like I need a nap. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Morning, Kenny. Happy Saturday, Dan. I just want to go hunting. Chris, you and me both, man. You and me both. I got my new Tacticam reveals all charged up, ready to go. I got to get them out. Probably going to try and do that this week. I said that last week, and I didn't make it. Had some stuff going on around the house. 60. I would have guessed 58. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Well, I'm 59 right now, so you're not that far off. Huh? It'd be nicer if you would have said 48. Yeah. Morning, Tony. Good to see you. So I had a great time in Ohio. It's always fun when you can spend a couple days with Larry McCoy and Philip and just talking deer and everything. Boy, I saw some nice deer pictures too. Ohio, I've never hunted Ohio, but that is one state I'm gonna have to hunt one of these days because man, I tell you what, I saw some just gigantic deer, and it's a beautiful state. A lot of hills and big old rolling timber, and it's really pretty. Ohio's got some big deer in there, that's for sure. Laughing out loud, I'm not always nice. No, Chris, you're kind of a jerk. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Chris. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, it is what it is, man. I'm just lucky. Look at that. I'm just lucky I got a full head of hair. I know a lot of folks half my age that don't even have hair anymore. So it's gray, but there's a full head of hair. I'm telling you. Oh, let's see. We're going to talk deer, turkey, and squirrels with Jim at 8 o'clock. They just did some. They just did some turkey surveys and stuff, and then he wants to talk about squirrels and deer. I'm hoping we don't have any EHD news. It's been hot and it's been dry. I'm a little worried. You're getting old like me, Dan. Tony, you're not old yet. You're not old yet. Let's see. Andrew had a birthday. I told you that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Linda. Linda says I'm a sexy beast. An old sexy beast.
I just don't know what to say to that.
I don't either. I'm just going to say thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. Yep, that's nice. Nice. So, let's see. Iowa Department of Natural Resources is looking for help with its annual wild turkey production surveys. During the month of July and August, wild turkey sightings are recorded to estimate this year's nesting rates and nest success. So, if you want to help them do that, they're still looking for help. I'm sure Jim's going to echo that at 8 o'clock. What's everybody up to today? Huh? What are y'all doing today? I got to refletch arrows today. That's what I get to do. Yeehaw! I like fletching arrows. Let's see. Oh, we had a big fish kill at the Iowa Des Moines River. I'll tell you more about that later. Poor fishies. So, not good. Poor fishies. Yep. So, hey, we had, when I was at the Pure Whitetail thing, they give awards out at that thing. And they do something, Chris said he's working on deer. There you go, Chris. They do something that I don't see a lot of things or groups do that, I don't know how else to say it, but, they'll find out. They call if you become like a field staff person for Pure Whitetail, or a do they call it a distributor? It's either a field staffer or a distributor or something like that. But anyway, if they find out that you are having a really rough way to go or having medical bills, like this one young man was dealing with cancer issues. So you know what they do at the bash? That's what they call it, the big 2-week weekend bash. They tell everybody we've got a family member that's going through a lot of cancer battles, watching trail cam pics and cooking breakfast. Ryan, that's what you should be doing. You're a daddy. Watching trail cam pics. Ryan's got his cameras out already. Good for you, Ryan. Field staff. Thanks, Chris. They said this young man had a dealing with a lot of cancer issues and stuff, and so they wanted to raise money for him. So they did a giving call. I'm calling it a giving call. It's probably not the right term. I mean, literally, you'll see several hundred people just walk up to the stage handing them $20, $10 in cash, $5 in. Some people were giving them their last $5, and they raised like $1,800, and then they just turned around and they gave it to that individual's family, and to help them out with medical bills or groceries. That's one of the most beautiful things I get to see people do when I'm at that kind of an event. I just don't see a lot of organizations doing something like that. I wish more people did. I wish more people did, because I think that's I think that's one of the neatest things you could do for somebody is just give them a wad of cash and say, "We know you're struggling. Here you go." So I was always that's the second morning, Jeff. That's the second year they've done that, which is pretty cool. So pretty cool. And then they gave out. They got. You remember Marvin the Martian cartoon? Remember how he had that Spartan, that big old Spartan helmet, like a brass helmet with a red, like a red fin. You know that red thing. They give out a Spartan helmet every year, and the guy that won that, his name was Randy. He does a lot of. The recipient of this year was very near and dear friend of mine. Well, there you go, Chris. I hope that was awesome. Morning, Rick Johnson. Uh, they gave out a Spartan Award for the Outstanding Volunteer of the Year or whatever. And the guy that won that, man, he just started bawling like a baby. His name's Randy, super nice dude. He does a lot of woodworking stuff that they auction off for the kids programs, and he deserved it. He does a lot of work every year. Morning, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I like going to events like that where people are giving back and acknowledging people that are out there putting good efforts and stuff like that. All right, I got a very important announcement to make when we come back. You're not going to want to miss it, especially you, Chris DePerna, if you're listening. If anybody knows Chris DePerna at Creek Archery in Pennsylvania, you might want to jingle his phone and say you're gonna get some love. Morning, Karen. You're gonna get some love on the Outdoor Call radio show this morning. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't flippy floppy, and we'll give away one of those packages before we're 8 o'clock. We'll be right back.
Are you getting ready for hunting season? Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close.
Morning, Tom. Tom Held, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
Well, I have an answer. The Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has been processing wild game and general locker animals for over 15
Big
years.
Iowa Jeep Show coming up in September.
They take great
Look
pride
at
in
that.
the fact that they do everyone's
You like if you're a gearhead and you like four wheeling, that's a show you want to go to. And I'm giving tickets away today.
Cut to your specifications.
Hello from Herman, Missouri, Tom. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you guys.
Summer sausage and jerky with all sorts of cheese and spice combinations. They do a ton of deer each year at the Milo Locker, and they do each order like it was their own. So if you get lucky this year and need a good locker, try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231. And you're on your way to some great eating.
I just don't understand why I get reactions on this thing, but no comments. That doesn't make any sense.
That will help us feel the bite better
and
give superb casting performance.
Crazy talk.
When it comes to sensitivity and longer cast, Trika has people talking.
I am proud to receive my helmet and Spartan Award. Well, you should be, Chris. If I ever get one of the Marvin the Martian helmets, I'm going to wear that. I'll wear that to bed. Morning, Jim.
26% longer cast to
yeah,
keep
I'm
your
sure Jenny would love
strike
that.
Zone longer. Trika knows you work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet. Trika rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer
got closed captioning going on now, which is
Trika
weird.
rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year.
Is there a closed captioning setting on this thing?
Limited lifetime warranty. If you want to see what has anglers talking,
go on
check
Facebook.
Out Trika
Not on
rods
eCam
at Trika.com. That's TRIKA.com.
Because like when you do,
hey guys, Outdoors Dan here. Do you have a message that you need help getting out, or do you need help promoting your business? If you do, we need to have a chat. You ever thought about letting your vehicle do the promotion while you're out driving around town? If you haven't, let's talk a little bit about Chase Decals in Ames, Iowa, and what they can. I've been all over this eCam thing. I cannot find. I didn't touch any settings. All I did was do their update. Don't do updates. Updates are bad. What my goals were going to be. They went to work designing a rack. I didn't even do it. It did it automatically. Aggravating. Now, wherever I go, folks will be talking about the Outdoor Call Radio Network. If you need help getting your message out or showing... Well, I did get a lot of compliments on the truck out in Ohio. I want you to pick up the phone. People like the truck. 515-292-6466. That's 515-292-6466. Or go online to chasedecals.com and start planning your campaign today.
Hey America, when you barbecue,
Updates are bad, Chris. Good morning, Gary. Hey, got your shirt on, Gary. Look at that. Bigfoot City, buddy. Squatching on. That's my bear guide. My bear guide sent me a Bigfoot shirt. Hey, he found, listen to this. I had a guy on the Unknown Files show. I had Don Sherman on. He's a Native American that knows Gary up in Minnesota. And he said he's seen Bigfoot a couple times. That's the guy that sent me that Bigfoot cast. Anyway, Don was saying that he's up at on the reservation, and he's always finding these trees that are about this big around being pulled over. And bears, there's no rake marks from where moose are doing it or bear claws or anything. They're just like somebody took a tree just went snap. Anyway, and they're right. It's just like one here, one there. It's not like a wind did it where there's a bunch of them snapped over. So Don says Bigfoot are doing it. I don't know. I'm just telling you what Don said. So anyway, Gary was out checking bear stands, and he sent me a picture. He goes, "Look what was right by your stand." And it was a tree about that big around, just snapped 6-7 feet up, just snapped like that. He goes, Bigfoot might be running around your stand. And you know, I don't know if this was, I'm going to say it was a bear. But the last time I bear hunted up there, and I told Gary this, I kept hearing something behind me circling me. And bear, though, if you've ever been bear hunting, bear are very, very quiet. 90% of the time, you will see a bear before you hear it, right? Did you see my big picture of my Bigfoot's belly? I thought it was Larry McCoy. That's funny, Chris. Yeah, it kind of did look like Larry Mack, didn't it? 90% of the time, you're going to see. Hi, Sarah. You're going to see bear. You're going to see a bear before you hear him because their pads on their feet. They can walk really, really quiet. Well, I kept hearing something pop and brush behind me, like an elk. It's almost like an elk, but there's no elk up there, right? Now, it could have been a moose, and I just couldn't see it because it's super thick up there in the swamp where Gary puts me. But I never did have a bear come in, right? So maybe it was a squatch. I don't know. I can't say they're real. I can't say they're not. It'd be cool if they are real. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. I was telling everybody about my Bigfoot bear guide up in Minnesota. He's actually my bear guide, but he sent me a picture of a little tree that was snapped off at like it's 6-7 feet up. And he goes, "This was by your bear stand." And the last time I was up there bear hunting, I had something pop and brush behind me in the swamp. And it could have been a moose. I don't think it was a bear because bear usually are pretty quiet. They usually don't pop brush. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. Gary thinks it's all a bunch of craziness. But you never know. You never know. Let's see. What was I going to tell everybody about when we came back? Oh, Chris DePerna. Yeah, Andrew has paid his fantasy football dues, Chris. Woo! Andrew's paid up, and so is Nathan. That means Chris DePerna and his son-in-law are delinquent. And Mike Zeeble. We've got 3 delinquents.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just going to have to start publicly shaming them to get them to pay their fantasy football dues.
Take it from the reigning champ. You should probably pay in because when I win it next year, then I get that much more money.
You're not the reigning champ. It's a new year.
I am the reigning champ.
You won last year.
Until I am dethroned, I am the reigning champ.
Oh, you're already dethroned.
I am not dethroned.
You're done. You're done.
Daddy hasn't taken my T-bird away.
Yeah. Team last place is not going to finish first. Yeah.
I'm already playoff
It's his
bound.
birthday. Let him gloat. I don't care. As soon as I win the league, I'm getting me one of them WWE wrestling belts.
Of course you would.
But I'm not doing it until I win. I've been to the Super Bowl twice and lost.
Yeah.
I'm not spending the money until I win. Then I can wear that to bed.
I think we can call you the Buffalo Bills. How about that?
I don't know. My guys just get hurt every year right at the playoffs.
Excuses.
Bears are extremely quiet. Yes, they are, Chris. And they taste phenomenal. Good morning, Chris. I love bear meat. Jenny likes bear meat. Yeah, I was shocked when she told me that. You know, I had somebody ask me, "What does your wife think about you hunting for a living and going out and?" I go, well, first of all, my wife loves it because we've got freezers full of meat that she doesn't have to go and buy meat at the grocery store all the time because there's meat and she can just walk into outside to the garage and grab a pack of back straps or deer steaks or neck roasts or whatever. So she loves that. Second of all, my wife, my first date. Good morning, Chris. Hey, if you're going on a first date this weekend, you want to make an impression. Don't give them a bottle of wine. Don't give them a bouquet of flowers. Here's what you do. I asked my wife out, and she said yes, and I was very honored that she said yes. So I went home and I made a fresh pot of elk chili. And I cut the onions up, I caramelized them, I browned the elk ground meat, I put some cookies flavor enhancer in there, I put some tomato paste, some tomatoes, I put some red beans, some white beans, and I let that thing percolate with love until it was nice and flavorful and ready. And I put that in some Tupperware and I got ready for our date, and I went there and I said, "This is for you." She goes, "What's that?" I said, "Elk chili." And she looked at me and she goes, "I love you, Outdoors Dan." And she married me.
Jenny, let's go ahead and confirm that exchange there.
That's verbatim how that
Verbatim?
went. Verbatim.
Jenny, please let
play
us know.
by play. As soon as I gave her that Tupperware full of elk chili, her eyes just got real big and sparkly, and she goes, "I just love you, Outdoors Dan."
We need confirmation on this.
I'm just telling you, that's how it happened, man.
You know,
I was there.
You were also. It's just. I don't know where to go with that.
Come on, man. Come on now. You're making me hungry. Yeah, Sarah says she loves it. Thank you, Sarah. I'm just telling you, you want to get to a woman's heart, you don't give her flowers, don't give her candy, and don't give her no stinking wine. Make her a fresh batch of elk chili. I'm telling you. I guarantee you no other guy has ever done that before. You're going to stand out, and she's going to get a nice meal out of it.
Well, if she's heard you, now she's going to. Well, you just pulled the Outdoors Dan.
I'm just telling you, man.
You know?
I'm just telling you how to separate yourself from the herd. You know?
What if you do bear meat?
Bear meat's kind of risky. Bear meat, some people, I don't know. Yeah, I just know elk, moose, or venison chili. You got a 99.9% chance of melting that woman's heart. And if you go with the higher cervids, like the moose and the elk, you might even be at 100%. You might actually go up a tick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. You're already married. You don't need to worry about it. You're married with children.
I am.
Yeah, you're done. So
I'm done for.
You're done. I'm just trying to help out the lovelorn out there.
Well, yeah.
Go
for it.
Yeah, roses are red, violets are blue. Nothing melts a woman's heart like elk chili stew.
I like elk chili stew.
I like elk chili stew. Woo. That's some good, fine outdoor theological stuff right there. That's right. All right, DePerna. I'm still waiting for my fantasy football dude. Hey, Rocco. Steve Rocco's watching. Hey, Rocco. Guess who's late and delinquent with their fantasy football dues? I'll give you a hint.
Not the reigning champ.
Chris DePerna. That's who. Chris DePerna and his son-in-law to be. Yeah.
You don't beat around the bush with that, do you?
What? I said I'd give him a hint.
Here's a hint.
Yeah, here's a hint. Chris DePerna, Creek Archery. Everybody that goes to Creek Archery in Pennsylvania today should go in there and say, "Hey, what do you got on sale? And by the way, why haven't you paid that poor Outdoors Dan his fantasy football dues yet, DePerna?" Yeah. So I'm just telling you. 729 and some change. Hey, Rocco's laughing. So anyway, I'm gonna take another break. When we come back, Steph Lane will be on the line, and we're gonna see what she is up to. She's doing some really, really good mentoring programs. Let's meet out at Donovan's and record a video for him. I still got that video. I just can't play it on the air because, I had a shot or two of Revelton, and you know me, one or shot or two, and I'm silly. The Des Moines Ikes and Summertime Sporting Goods Swap Meet is on. Well, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. ABC Training Dance new book, How to Romance Your Babe by Outdoors Dan. Well, there you go, CJ. It'd be a short story. Boom. See what I did there? All right, we'll be right back with Steph Lane. Stand back for some awesomeness because she does a good job. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Bada bing, bada boom. You're out of beer. Let's talk about a story. An Iowa story about a dream.
Good morning, Kent. How's it going, stranger?
Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled
better get her on the
whiskeys,
line.
gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists.
Man, we're only August, September.
Every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400
we got 11 weeks till hunting season starts.
Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
Steve Rocco just said, did the bald turkey caller treat you well in Ohio? That's funny. What's up, Tyler? Yeah, Steve. Todd Rupert treated me well. Did the bald turkey caller maker treat you well in Ohio? That's hilarious, Rocco. That's hilarious. Hey, bud. What's up, Tyler? Hey, you know what Todd Rupert's new nickname is? Skunk Ape. That's his new nickname. I had to wear SI. Oh, he had to wear sunglasses to look at the picture, man. Hey, he had a hat on most of the time, Rocco. Oh, Todd Rupert. Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey calls.
Pictures in almost real time right to your app without going into the field. The Reveal offers half-second trigger speeds.
That made me laugh. The bald turkey call maker.
Wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5 a month. The Reveal's world-class.
8 weeks for me, earn a buck season, and I don't have a problem harvesting a doe first. No, there's nothing wrong with that, Chris. Actually, September 15th, our urban season starts in Iowa, in Des Moines areas. Well, a lot of the townships have an urban season, so those all start on September 15th. So August, September, what are we, 9 weeks? It's coming quick, folks. Deer season's coming quick.
That's Sportsman's Warehouse.
Milo Locker is going to be piling them up pretty soon.
Everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven.
Hey, before we leave today, we need to look at that ASCAP, and I'm going to show you that. I just don't see where we can download. They should give you a library to download, unless they just cover everything they cover.
Has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices.
Well, you can look it up, what artists they have.
In comfort and style.
But they should give you. I thought it was like Artlist, where we just go download the music.
So next time you're
That's weird.
your next outdoor adventure, make sure
Fill the freezer with a dough and go after the target buck. There you go. Morning, Travis.
If you're into the outdoors, whether it's camping, hunting, or
Got you,
fishing,
Tyler.
you want your camping setup to be easy and your stay as comfortable as possible. Camprite has been helping folks enjoy the outdoors as problem-free as possible since 1999.
We saw twins yesterday. Had a doe drop 2 fawns kind of late. Spot around on.
They carry great tents like the original tent cot that started it all. This fully enclosed off-the-ground sleep shelter combines the comfort.
Nice to see them little fawns running around. Boy, Raven loves watching little deer walk. That lab of mine, he thinks it's awesome. He gets all excited. Best time for a good buck. Early season's good. You still get them bucks in them bachelor groups, Chris. You're right.
Camp Ride is the right choice to make your
Missouri,
adventures
their
comfortable
regular
and
season
carefree.
starts on
Check
September
out all these
15th.
Camp Ride
They got
products at
if
your
you live
local
in
Sportsman's
Missouri, you got a
Warehouse
chance
store
of getting a
or
good,
on the web
not
at
only a velvet buck,
campride.com.
but
That's campride,
you get a good
CK
chance of getting
.com.
one in a bachelor group.
In these
Morning,
times
Dean.
when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues?
Not mine.
Honeywell
I got a
dehumidifier system
humidifier.
installed with your AC heating system
Is it a
can solve that
humidifier or a
issue right
dehumidifier?
away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has
A
been serving
humidifier puts
Iowa
moisture
residents
back.
and
So we got a
businesses for
humidifier in
over
our
70
furnace.
years.
Works
They
great.
offer 24-hour service and
My skin
programs
never
like
felt
the
better.
Peace of Mind plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day. This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the good old US of A. Let's head over to the phones and go say hi to a nice young lady named Steph Lane. How you doing, Steph?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So you're out. Are you scouting this weekend?
Yeah, I'm. Yes, I am.
I didn't know you were a scout leader.
Yeah, I just became a scout leader. This was my first camp, actually.
You know, do you ever take a weekend off?
No.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
No.
Yeah, hey, before we go any further, young lady, I need downloads.
I know. I just got unlocked out of my thing, so I can get those to you.
When you're done with the little ones and giving out your merit badges, give me a couple downloads, please.
Okay.
And I'll send you a merit badge for your sash.
Thank you.
There you go. You'll get a podcasting merit badge.
I would love it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Hey, in all seriousness, I'm really proud of you. You've been really doing a lot of neat stuff. Your mentoring is off the charts. You're doing a ton of stuff, especially for ladies. I know Carrie, and some other people that follow the show. They've done some stuff with you, but man, you're really doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you should. You good. Tell everybody what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a lot of things. So I'm with Pasagon Outdoor Mentors. I'm the Iowa coordinator. So I plan hunts and fishing events for youth across the whole state of Iowa. We focus on shooting sport youth, but we've had a lot of great mentors and landowners step forward to make that possible. And then myself, through my organization called Woods and Waters Project, I host women's workshops and events, and I have been putting together some bow fishing. I have bow fishing in 2 weeks. We're going to do a lot with like small game and with archery. I am currently coaching a 6-week archery program for ladies, getting them ready for Bonanza, which is a 3D archery shoot in Dubuque in August. So myself and Corey Bellings with Bellevue archery program, we are coaching these ladies, getting them ready for this event. And then I currently am working with the Iowa DNR on what's called the Women's Outdoor Mastermind.
Yep.
So it's a mix of in-person and virtual classes. Registration's opening like next week. Well, I'll take 8 ladies, and we're gonna go rabbit hunting with beagles. We're gonna go coon hunting. We're gonna go pheasant hunting. We're gonna do shotguns and bows, and then we're gonna have 10 virtual sessions where we dive deep into scouting and reading maps and turkey hunting and strategy and that type of thing. I'm very excited. I'm enjoying all of it very much.
You need to reach out to Ozonics. You need to reach out to Onyx and tell them what you're doing and ask them if you can coordinate some stuff with them. I'm sure they'd give you some free downloads and stuff that you could hand out to some of the participants in your classes and stuff. And
they've
been
a partner in the past.
Yeah,
before.
Jared's really good about that stuff. You should because I think that's I use that app all the time, Steph, for not only marking my stands or blind locations, but rub lines and scrapes, and it's a good way to use woodsmanship skills.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, well,
I
there you go.
agree.
See, I thought I had an idea for you, and you're already on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome. I encourage other people to reach out if they're doing similar stuff because they've given free memberships to women who've taken like turkey hunting classes with me and archery classes with me before.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been great.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good partner, that's for sure. Well, what are you seeing, or what are you getting out of all this yourself? I mean, when you wake up in the morning, what if you or what are you thankful or grateful for with all everything you're doing?
Oh, I'm especially lately really grateful for a lot of things. I write that down almost on a probably weekly basis. Actually, I love the outdoors. I love mentoring and teaching people. That brings me a ton of joy. And I just like find through mentoring and teaching and putting myself out there that it makes me a better woodsman. Like it's always pushing me to be better and more knowledgeable and more patient.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm sure yourself and other people listening get this. Like when you start to just be a part of someone else's journey and like see that click for them, like this becomes their outlet, this becomes their safe place, this becomes like a type of fun that they're not used to. Like for me, like the outdoors there's a lot of ways to have fun, right? Like I like to, party with my friends and all those kind of things, but that's a different kind of fun. Like this is something that I feel like is long lasting and it's healthy, and so just to be a part of that with other people, it makes me very happy.
It should make you happy. You see, that's what I take from what I've been doing for 26 years. It's not that I'm successful. I like talking with people and trying to bouncing ideas off each other, and I learn something every year. I mean, I'll never stop learning. But what I'm really grateful for is seeing someone like yourself that's just starting, or getting your feet on the ground and starting to see some traction and seeing things that are getting through to other people, and you got classes and programs that are being well attended, and you're getting a lot of momentum. You're in the spring of your career with this. See, I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I'm in the fall of the autumn of my career. Well, I mean, Steph, I hate to say it. I've been on the air for 26 years. I mean, I've only got so many years left, and it's encouraging to me to see the next generation like you coming out here, and I that makes me very happy, because I've always wanted, the one thing I've wanted out of all of this is just to pass on what I've learned, not to sound like a Jedi, but it's encouraging me to see folks like yourself that are achieving stuff. So thank you.
Yeah, that means a lot. And you are a Jedi.
A Jedi. Yeah, I might be Jabba, not a Jedi. I feel like Jabba. I can't get out of the chair anymore. Yeah. No, hi, Mark James. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. No, I love it. I just here's the thing. I was talking to somebody the other day. You guys have tools now that we've never did when I first started. I mean, you got YouTube, Facebook, all the social media. Sometimes I think social media is to the detriment of us, but I mean, using it as a tool to get your message out is, we didn't have all that stuff back when I started. So I'm encouraged for all of you for that. But squirrel hunting, it makes my heart happy that you're actually going to go out and teach folks how to squirrel hunt and get them involved in that. That is a protein that is so much underutilized in Iowa. Missouri, it's like a national holiday when squirrel season starts and Memorial Day. Here in Iowa, people, But squirrel, I mean, squirrel's a great protein to eat, and it's a great, inexpensive way to teach people woodsmanship skills and get them hunting. So I'm happy that you're doing that.
Yeah, thank you. I agree. And I really do. I talk a lot with ladies and kids about those types of hunting that are kind of just easier. There's less barriers to entry,
Yeah.
But also, those are the ones that like teach you the most for much more affordable too. So.
Well, I mean, when an elk hunt is $9,000 to $11,000 now, I mean, here's the sad thing of what I see, what's going on, Steph, and I'm sure you see it too. Hunting is fastly becoming a sport for the rich person, and the average working person is going to have a hard time going on some of these hunts anymore. And even on a do-it-yourself hunt, you're still talking about thousands of dollars. And 25, 30 years ago, you could go on a great elk hunt for $1,500.
Right.
You're tagging everything else, so that's a little sad. But doing what you're doing with the squirrels and the waterfowl and the bow fishing and stuff, those are still activities that are very inexpensive. Dove, I'm sure you're going to be doing some dove hunting, aren't you?
Oh yeah, dove hunting's like a new favorite. I didn't grow up dove hunting, but I got into it last year and took some kids and had a blast and got some decoys, and I'm like jonesing to go.
Yeah, I mean, you get you a bucket to sit on and some shells, and get out in a sunflower field or on a grain field or next to some water, and you can have some fun dove hunting, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to do it.
Oh yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah, and you like upland hunting anyway. That's one of your things too. I see you with dogs here and there, so I think I wish I had more time to upland hunt, because I love seeing the camaraderie between the dog and the hunter. I wish I had time to train Raven to do that. I take him shed hunting, but I think that's waterfowl hunters and upland hunters with their dogs is a special thing.
Yeah, it's hard for me to choose my favorite type of hunting, but working with my dogs, it becomes a favorite.
Yeah.
Just purely, even if I don't take a gun, that's my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. All right, I know you're busy. I just wanted to get you on here. How many years now? What is this, year 2, 3 for Woods and Waters?
Oh, for Woods and Waters, I have been doing this since 2019.
Wow.
And then 2 years for Outdoor Mentors, and yeah.
Yeah, you just
one day as a scout leader.
Yeah, one day as a scout leader. Hey, I think that's awesome. So, how big is your pack? Is it packs? Is scouts packs? I can't remember. It's a troop. It's a troop.
It's a troop.
Yeah, it's a troop. Yeah, I don't want to get the wrong terminology there.
Well, and we as a unit, I would really encourage women if they're interested. So a lot of people know this, and it turns out a lot of people don't know this, that girls can actually join the Scouts now.
Yep.
And they have for the last few years. But Scouts are looking for women leaders. So I'm here because there's girls that want to be involved and go on these campouts. So they need female leaders so these girls can participate.
Yeah.
So it's a mix of boys and girls, and they want to keep including girls, and it's awesome. And so definitely need more female leaders, and we want more, girl Scouts to join the Scouts. So.
Well, there you go. You just did a great message.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. All right, you go take care of the troop. You can hear Steph on every Friday on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. She's on the anchor on Fridays, and then you can find her. You're all over on the other podcasting platforms too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. What merit badge are you working on this morning?
Nothing yet. This is I'm not yet. So.
All right. Well, you should be able to put in for your communication badge because you just did a radio show and you should qualify already.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I helped you get a badge. Steph,
thank you.
Yeah, that's all right. If they want to find out more what you're doing, Steph, what's a great way to follow you?
I'm kind of on everything. I'm a little too Googleable, probably. But woodsandwatersproject.com, outdoormentors.org. My name's Steph Lane. You can find me on Instagram pretty easy as well. And I'm easy to find.
All right. You go take care of them troops, and we'll talk to you soon. And thanks for what you do.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
Bye, Steph. See you later.
Bye-bye.
There she goes, Steph Lane. She's working. She's working at it. We got to take a break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Is it time to get your carpet looking like it did when you first moved in? Or have you had some water issues that need to be taken care of in your home or business?
I'm a Jedi.
Well, if you call Jesse at
I'm not in Yeagy's Jedi class.
Jesse has been helping folks get their carpets, upholstery, tile, and grout looking great again since he learned from his father on how to take care of customers. Richard Remediation and Cleaning can handle any size job, from a single home to multi-unit apartments or offices. They offer first responders and military discounts every day. So if you need help at home or work getting things back to normal, or cleaning up after the pet when they make a mistake, pick up the phone and call 319-400-6921. That's 319-400-6921. Or look them up on Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning. One call cleans it all. Look them up on Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning or call 319-400-6921.
Thank you, Richard.
This is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale.
Richard said he's keeping his eye out for Bigfoot
specializes in
for
helping
me.
you find the right
Morning,
firearms.
Dave. Good to see you, buddy.
And use firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts.
Chris, squirrel hunting is a lost art or tradition everywhere, not just in New Jersey, buddy.
We still accept trades.
A lot of folks aren't squirrel hunting like they used to.
Wish to sell or put on consignment.
And squirrels squirrel, fried squirrel, grilled squirrel, squirrel and dumplings, squirrel and noodles.
Higher-end guns to their collection.
It's good.
JLM also has a full-time gun
barbecued squirrel.
That can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo.
Am I around tomorrow? Should be, buddy.
Holsters and sights.
Should be.
We handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
Good luck on your boat, buddy.
Dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times.
Let's hear it, Dan Jedi. Use the force.
And not have a traditional fence to protect your pet. No worries.
Yeah.
Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris
okay, Dave. Chris, I use the force just putting my shoes on.
Keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home.
Where's that little gray doohickey thing? Oh, look at that. You know what that? Have you guys seen this yet? This just came out. Have I got a story about this?
At the same time. For more information on how to protect your buddy and keep your home looking great, call 515-975-2190 or go online at petstop.com.
Yeah, it's got a nice little clip on it. You put it on your safety vest and just do one hand. You know what that's supposed to sound like?
Taping your own hunts
like a deer scraping, moving the leaves and stuff. Hit your grunt call.
Easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack.
Larry McCoy, little magic bag of leaves right here.
Any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various.
Plus, it's got a tree raker. You can rake your tree like a Bucks rub doing a rub. See those little posts? I haven't tried that on the tree yet. I can't wait. I'll tell you, because I'm going to tell everybody on there. But it sounds just like it. You can
easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro Video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your
Dan, would you have the title Jedi Jedi? Jedi. How about Loose Robes Jedi?
Or you're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Richard Remediation and Cleaning. If you need something done at your business or home, need to get something clean, give Jesse a call. Richard Remediation and Cleaning. He helps us with the show, and he's got a new podcast coming on the network soon. So our friends at Winston and Fourth Arrow started this new thing called a tree thrasher. I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live. Larry McCoy, Larry and I were talking a couple years ago, and I thought he was pulling my leg at first, to be honest with you. He goes, I was talking to him about I was grunting at a buck, and the buck just kept on going. It ignored me. He goes, Did you try taking a bag of leaves in your pack and shuffle them around like a deer's, running or moving its legs in the leaves or trying to make a scrape, that noise? And I said, get out of here. He goes, no. I do that all the time. And he showed, and I go, Ryan, is he full of crud? And Ryan goes, no, he's serious. He carries a bag of leaves with him, a little Ziploc bag of leaves in his pack. And Larry shoots some big deer every year. So I said, okay. So I tried it, and I did have it work, but it takes up. Hey Kevin, good morning. It takes up some room in your pack, right? So the fine folks at Fourth Arrow Camera Arms in Winsent started this new company called Tree Thrasher, and it's like a little accordion. I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live, but you could listen to this. That sounds just like your hand rustling in a bag of leaves or a deer's foot walking in the leaves. So you hit your grunt call, bah, bah, and that's even going to make it more realistic that there's a deer walking around or messing around by your stand. And I'm just telling you what, I've seen deer react to Larry with the leaves, and this doesn't take up hardly any room. Now it's also got these little 3 posts on it, and I know you people are probably on here going, come on, Dan. I'm just saying, I'm going to try it. It's going to be in my pack, and I'll let you know how it goes and if it works. But these little 3 posts that I'm showing everybody, you can rake the trees when you're in the tree stand like it's a deer rubbing on a tree, or making a rub, or just how deer are. They're always moving around raking cedars and stuff like that. You can rake those limbs and make it sound like it's a deer rubbing. Anything that you can do to put realistic sound out there, like it's simulating or emulating a deer. Deer are very curious animals, and I'm just telling you, I'm not going to say it's going to work all the time, but I can't wait to use this, especially if I'm decoying. When I start decoying this fall, I'm going to have the old little tree thrasher with me. I got some of these coming. We're going to give some of these away on the radio and on the app. So hang on there. First time I was successful rattling was when I was on the ground and I was making noise in the leaves along. Absolutely, Chris. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, it works. Not going to say it works every time, but it works. All right, we'll be back. We got Jim Coffey coming up from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. We're going to be talking deer, turkey, and squirrels. And see what's going on. And we didn't give away a pack. I'll give away a pack when we come back, okay? So first, right out of the gate, if you 515-244-1350, long as you can come and pick it up, they won't let me mail this stuff. So on the app, I can mail it. Here on ESPN, I can't. So anyway, we'll be right back. No flippy floppy.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots.
I love hunting. I just do. I just love it.
Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years.
Something to keep my mind occupied when I see some deer.
Is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're
no, Steve, you can't have that. That's mine. That one's mine. You can't have that one.
Trails or ice fishing
I got some coming.
Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same.
Morning, Jeff. Morning, Jeff. Had 2 Jeffs pop up at the same time. Jeff Darge and Jeff Kerr. Good to see you guys.
At most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear.
And then we'll be right in with you as we get started with the hour. Dan will intro the hour in the second hour, but other than that, we'll be right with you.
See the wind swirl?
You love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can deploy while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tailband up and down, move it side to side, and even walk that tom up and back while it's on the platform.
So it's kind of hard.
Live action decoys are so amazingly lifelike.
That's all right, Chris.
The weirdest old lost tom you got running around.
Well, I hope you don't take a quarterback with you first or second.
Right here in the good old US of A. For more information about Alive Action Decoys, please check them out on Facebook or call them at 815-674-1622.
I hope you do. I honestly hope you do.
I did it last year, and voila, I win.
You got lucky.
I did not get lucky.
You got lucky.
Picked the right
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather or
I might
outdoor
take,
activity.
morning, Larry.
Heard
I might take
Norlander
Mahomes
Sock
with my
Company?
first pick.
Norlander
Jefferson
Sock
and
Company uses
Mahomes.
high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best
Yeah.
socks out there.
Yeah.
Alpaca
You
socks
know
will
exactly
keep your
why
feet
I'm not going to
comfortable
do
and
that,
feeling
because
great
if he gets
all
hurt,
day.
you're
Alpaca socks
done.
will wick away any moisture
Well,
that you might encounter, plus work with
Too
your
many
outdoor
quarterbacks out
footwear
there.
to keep your feet
That's why you
temperature
can go
where
with
they
him
need
and
to
still
be.
have a backup that
Alpaca
still can get
socks
you
also
25
has a
pounds.
Get
natural
one quarterback this year.
antibacterial
I
quality to
changed the
them that will
rules.
keep your socks from
Really?
smelling. They have heavyweight and
Why did you do
lightweight
that?
styles with a
Yeah,
bunch of color and
yeah,
size
listen
choices
to him.
for you to
I did
choose from.
change it. You're
Plus,
only
gift
allowed 5
boxes are
running backs and
available that
5
are
receivers on your
100%
bench.
guaranteed. So this year, when you plan
But
your
can you have
outdoor
more than one
activities,
quarterback?
make sure you
You can
keep
have
your
2.
feet comfortable and feeling great all day.
That's
Try a
the
pair of
dumbest thing.
Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go
What?
to
Well, why is that?
NorlanderSocks.com and give your feet a treat.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and
I hope you do
1350
take Mahomes.
ESPN, Des Moines sports leader.
When I win again, I'll tell you
The
my
Des
best
Moines Radio
thing
Group
is
station.
Mahomes.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350
Ryan might take him. He's got
ESPN.
Kelsey.
Yeah, I could be a good one too.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Elite Archery. Go see what all the Shootability Challenge stuff is about. Go down to Archery Field and Sports and try that new Omni or Era, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go over to the phones and see what Mr. Jim Coffey's doing. Hi, Jimmy.
How you doing this morning, Dan?
Squirrel.
Are you there?
I said squirrel.
Oh, squirrel, absolutely, yes.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. It's what's for dinner.
What's where we should always be thinking about squirrels. Love my squirrels.
Well, hang on. Before we just got through, I was talking to a young lady that's doing a lot of mentoring. You know who Steph Lane is?
Yeah, I believe I do.
Yeah, she's doing. She's going to be doing some squirrel stuff for some ladies. Hi, Jeff Tugger. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, Richard. Good morning. I told her I was proud of her for incorporating squirrel in there because that is a very underused protein in Iowa. Squirrel.
Very much so, especially compared to historically.
I know.
Something that just gets overlooked, and it provides. I always refer to it as the bluegill of the woods.
No, I'm
There's
telling
a lot of them out there, and a lot of opportunity.
And squirrel and dumplings and squirrel and noodles is good.
Yep.
I hate to say this, but it's probably still one of my favorite meals. You take a squirrel, cut it up, and deep fry it, and mashed potatoes and milk gravy and green beans. Boy, that's a good meal too.
Absolutely. A lot of people cook it that way, and now with the way that the chefs are out there, you got people teriyaki barbecuing it, and all kinds of things that you can do with squirrel, and it just provides so much recreational opportunity as well.
Yeah, it's a great way to teach somebody getting into hunting of woodsmanship skills.
It is, and that's the thing that we forget is exactly that is, that little squirrel, he spends his life trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
And so he's pretty good. He's pretty quick. He's got good eyes. He's got good reflexes, and that trains us to be able to sit still and to be stealthy in the woods and understand his movements and habitats. And all those skills move forward towards turkeys and towards deer and other activities that we do.
Well, and it teaches you, you learn how to identify oak trees and hickory nut trees, and to see what see where they're cutting, and it's just a great way to teach people about the woods.
Yep, you learn to listen, you learn to look, you learn to observe the woods, and like you said, exactly all those skill sets that we forget about that we can use when we're deer hunting, but it's just extra practice.
Yep.
You're out there more times, and the deer don't care about you because you're not chasing them, so they become a little less wary of you. Mm-hmm. So you get to watch their behaviors a little bit more, and it all works out to making you a better woodsman.
Absolutely. Chris said my mother used to make tomato meat sauce with squirrels. That sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah. Morning, Wayne Hayes. Good to see you, buddy. So how's our turkeys doing? How's the turkey counts going?
Well, we've had over 1,000 reports so far, and we just started July 1, so I'd say we're on pace for a good number of reports this year. And in my area, our area down south central Iowa, we've been having some really good reports.
Good.
I haven't looked the other parts of the state, but dry weather tends to mean good brooding, and people are taking advantage of reporting that through our online system, and we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I was encouraged to see some poults. I haven't been out to the farm in a little bit. I need to get out and put my cameras. It's that time of year to get my cameras and my mock scrapes going. But it's man, I saw what, two toms, three toms in one of the areas I hunted. Sheridan, I didn't see my turkeys where I usually hunt. Sheridan, you kind of know where I'm at down there, but I got a feeling that once they put in hydrous on that field, that they moved over to the next farm.
It probably did. All those activities, kind of get those birds shifting around a little bit. But turkeys will cover, 300 acres or so, and they kind of know where to go to do the good bugging and get out of the heat. And they live out there every day. They got to know how to survive. And so I'm sure if they're around, they're looking for some good grasshoppers to eat.
Absolutely. So you're encouraged, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I try to be as optimistic as I can, and when we look at the weather conditions we've had so far this year, I think it's going to be another good hatch.
Well, I thought the raccoon for landowners deal that the governor signed that you can hunt all year on private land for raccoons and get them thinned out. I think that's going to help a lot, to be honest with you, Jim.
Well, I'm pretty optimistic. That's one of those issues I'm not 100% sure on. I think it'll encourage some people, and it may have some local impact, but on a population level basis, it's not probably going to make a big difference in the state. We got to remember there's lots of other predators out there, and so everything's always looking. I always say that eggs are the M&Ms of the wildlife world, and everything's willing to eat them if they can find them.
Boy, you're on a roll with these little knickknacks today. M&Ms of the world, squirrel. What'd you call squirrels? They're
the bluegill of the woods.
The bluegill of the woods. I got to write this stuff down, man. Bluegill of the woods. Yeah, bluegill and turkey.
Eggs are the M&Ms. Yep, eggs are the M&Ms.
Turkey eggs are the M&Ms of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. Is everything will eat an egg if they can find it, and the ability is for that hen to hide that egg and lay a clutch at 12 and incubate for 30 plus days and another 10 days before she can get them off the ground. So she's got a long exposure time. She's got to be pretty stealthy and keeping them hidden and away from all those predators, because any predator is trying to find protein, and little poults are just delicious little tidbits.
Oh, yeah. Jeff, good morning. Good to see you. Mary, good to see you. Thank you for watching this morning. Well, yeah, them turkey poults, I mean, it's just like little ducklings and goslings. It's amazing. A lot of people don't think about this. You know how many northern pike and muskies eat ducks?
Absolutely. There's a lot of muskie and northern pike lures that look like little baby ducks.
Yeah. There's a reason for that. Poor things.
But Mother Nature, she's got that mathematical formula figured out of how many it takes to push through, and luckily she's worked out all those equations. We just have to do our part with trying to provide some good habitat.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, have you seen or heard any loons in Iowa?
We get a couple loons down at Red Hall every year, and I know Maffett Reservoir in Des Moines had some loons on this year, so we get them passing through. I don't think we've ever documented, especially in southern Iowa, any actual nesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a few every year. Red Rock gets a few in the springtime, and they'll stick around for 3 to 5 days or so before they move on. It's always neat. You hear them, it kind of puts you in that Minnesota mindset.
That's my one of my favorite things to hear in the woods is a loon. I love that. It's just, I love going up there fishing just for that. Hey, Dave wants to know, would hen turkeys still be on the nest this late?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Especially the good nesters. So they'll only have one nest a year that if they're successful, but they'll keep trying clear into August. They'll keep trying to have eggs. And so actually just saw some gobblers strutting the other day with some hens around them. So I'm guessing that those were hens that were trying to get bred again and try for one last attempt.
Okay.
So if they're laying eggs right now, those eggs would be coming off, being hatching in early August. And that would be, normally our third nesting attempt.
Okay.
Anything after that would be pretty iffy if they're born, because they've got to put some size on them before severe weather comes.
Yeah.
But southern Iowa, usually we don't have too severe winters, so
I don't think I don't think our first frost is usually here until the first or second week of November, is it?
Right. Yeah, and it's not that kind of stuff that's too bad for them. It's those deep snows.
Yeah.
They're still trying to grow. They're still trying to find food, and obviously those bugs and protein provide really quick food resources for them to grow fast. So those late hatch birds can have some trouble putting some size on them.
Yeah. Good morning, Katie. Good to see you. Dave said he kicked one off the nest when he was mowing this week.
Yep. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all, because as the season progresses, you'll start to see nests out in more grassy areas because that grass has developed. It's got overhead cover to it. So that's pretty common that the first nest attempts are in the woods, and second nest attempts are a little more towards the grassy areas. The third nest attempts can often be out in CRP fields or hay fields, things like that.
Yeah. Did you see what Kansas did?
No, I have not seen anything from Kansas lately.
Kansas went to a totally non-resident turkey draw. So instead of being over the counter, last year they were unit specific where they went to one bird per unit. Now where I was at, you could still harvest 2 birds if you wanted to, but we self-regulated and just went to one. Now it's not going to be an over-the-counter situation. You're going to have to put in for a non-resident draw.
Yeah, and that's not surprising to me. Kansas and Nebraska both have been going through some issues the last couple of years, and I'm sure I'll get an update here. We get together as Midwest turkey biologists, usually in August or September each year, and kind of talk to each other about what each state's seeing and what we're doing regulation-wise, and then we collaborate on some research so that we're not duplicating research, and we'll have that meeting here. I think it's early September this year up in North Dakota.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Jim. I got mixed feelings about that. I just think I don't have a problem with them going to one bird. I wish they would just do like a quota. Once the permits are bought, they're bought, and I don't know why you have to go to a draw.
Well, draws are just the way, that it's an indication of the amount of people that want to come there. And so, we do it in Iowa with our non-resident turkeys, and we do it with our non-resident deer. We try to give as much opportunity to as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even equate that a little bit to like we do with our camping reservation system. When we had a first come, first serve show up, it upset a lot of people. So we've gone to a reservation system and trying to spread people out, give everybody as much opportunity to that resource as possible. So it's a difficult situation. It's kind of a new situation for Kansas and Nebraska too, because they don't have big populations of people, especially in the western part of the state. And now they've got to deal with these human issues of people traveling and moving around, and so they do the best they can to spread that out to everybody. And the draw is usually the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. Katie says eat more chicken.
Yeah. The bigger thing that it really means to hunters is you've got to plan a lot more.
Yeah.
You've kind of gotten in the system of, I just drive down to Kansas and buy a tag over the counter. And myself, I do the same thing with Missouri, drive down to Missouri, buy one over the counter. And you've got to plan ahead. We get a lot of people in Iowa every year that are shocked that, you've got to apply for your turkey permits, in January.
Yep.
As a non-resident. And come March, April, I got a lot of non-residents calling me going, hey, I need to buy a tag. And I'm like, well, good luck for 2024 or 5, whatever next year is.
Yeah.
Because our draw happened 3 months ago.
Good morning, Jim. Good to see you. Thank you, Paula. Paula says age is only a matter of mind. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate it. Morning, Gary. Yeah, I don't mind my age because it no longer matters. Yeah, as long as I'm vertical. I was telling everybody Andrew's birthday was this week, so he's like 30. I don't know what he is, 38. I got underwear older than that. And I said, I can't believe I'm going to be 60, Jim. Can you believe that, Jim? It's nuts.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's crazy.
As active as you can.
Yeah. Hey,
I just tell my kids it's coming for them too.
Oh, it's coming. Well, my dad passed at 58, so you just never know when you're going to get called home. So every year I look at it as a gift.
Yeah, absolutely. We should look at every day as a gift, and that's a great attitude to have because, it's something, our natural resources and are so precious, but we see them every day, and we just assume they'll always be there. And there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes that makes that happen.
Yeah.
And I get great pleasure when I hear people, call me up and tell me a good turkey story or tell me what they're seeing and about parts of the state that I haven't been to, because I know they're out there and they're utilizing the resource.
Good morning, Aaron. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Turkeys are doing good in Iowa, and our upland birds. Look, I'm hearing a lot of pheasants.
Yep. Pheasants are usually pretty predictable. We did some modeling back in the 80s, and they're really susceptible to deep winter snows. And so we've got some pretty good weather models. And if we look at those winter snowfalls, and then some early spring stuff, we can get a pretty good prediction on what we should be seeing. We'll start our August roadside counts here, 1st of August, obviously, where we do counts on quail, pheasants, partridge, and rabbits. And we'll get that information up for people as quick as we can on our webpage to kind of let them know how we call them heat maps, how the production occurs across the state. But we're looking at a good pheasant year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Lots of quail too.
Oh yeah, I actually heard some bobwhites last time I was down at the farm. I miss hearing bobwhites, Jim.
Oh, they'll bring you home pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody can just sit and listen to them.
Yeah, they're fun. That's for sure. That's one of the things I love going to Kansas so much. I mean, I usually have a covey or two underneath my stand every year. It's neat when they come rustling through.
It is. Yeah, it's fun when you're just sitting there watching them and you just see them in their own element doing their thing. And they just work as like one little organism as they move through the woods.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Richard says he's seen a lot of pheasant chicks this year. There you go, Richard. Now Katie's saying eat more pheasant. Pheasant's a good meal. I think quail's probably one of my favorite upland birds.
Absolutely, yeah. We used to eat a lot of quail growing up as a kid.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Quail legs were a good delicacy.
Yeah. 8:15 and some change. Jim, you mind holding through for a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right, you stay there. We'll be right back with DNR biologist Jim Coffey. This is the Outdoor Call Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are,
eat more pheasant, Katie. There you go.
Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh. Wherever your adventure takes you, Arctic ice packs are a rugged ice substitute that maintains low temperature longer than a bag of ice.
There you go, Jeff. Congrats.
Slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic ice packs that will keep your game.
Good to see you too, Katie. I'm glad you're doing okay, kiddo.
If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chill and Brew packs. They will keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular
Happy birthday, Katie. Have fun in Hawaii.
You can find models of Arctic
Mana Likiaki is the phrase that pays. If you can't sing it, say it right anyway.
When it comes to food plot seed and
What's that song? Mana Likiaki is the way.
As you cook from their food plot blends like Trophy Acre,
Lady Acre, Clover de Luxe, and the popular
Dixie Six to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is
that's crazy. Aloha. There you go, Katie. Ana Likiaki. Why can't I remember that song? I know the melody. I just can't remember the words. That's crazy, Dave. No pulse.
Store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today.
Tell your mom I said hi, Katie.
Dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety.
Clark Griswold here, everybody.
For a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find
Rusty,
a better relationship,
back in my day,
or just helping with everyday stress, please.
Did you know Rusty on vacation? It was the same kid on Big Bang Theory. Leonard Hofstadter. That was Rusty on Chris Vacation. Yeah, go watch. Yeah, he grew up to be Leonard Hofstadter on Big Bang Theory. How I know that, I don't know, but it just popped into my head. Scary in my head sometimes. Random facts with Outdoors Dan. Useless facts with Outdoors Dan. That's what it should be. Useless facts. It's 8:18 on a Saturday morning on July 15th, and guess what? Chris Caperna still has not paid his league dues.
You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away.
Morning, Rick.
Insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
They're one of America's favorite fish to go after. Whether you call them old papermouth or a slab, folks love to chase after the tasty crappie.
And the folks at PureCrappie.com are waiting to help you limit out your next fishing trip. Whether you dip, troll, or cast for them, PureCrappie.com has the baits, tackle, and apparel every crappie angler will appreciate. So before you head to your favorite fishing hole, head on over to PureCrappie.com. That's PureCrappie.com. They will help you catch more fish.
We all want the deadliest broadheads out there. Have you tried a slick trick? Slick tricks are one of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads on the market. Slick Trick just added to their arsenal with a new Torch Slick Trick. This mechanical head is a clear game changer. The Raptor Trick, Viper Trick, and Magnum heads are still available, as well as the standard Slick Trick that just won another award for Best Broadhead. They all offer bone-crushing penetration with superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your
I love this little thing. It's like my little stress ball on the tree.
100% of the time. You wait all season for that shot. Don't trust it to a head that may not deliver a short recovery. For more info, go online to www.slicktrick.net. This year,
have you got your ammo chips, Matt? I got mine.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. This segment brought to you by Soldier Boy Beef Jerky Ammo Chips. They will keep you loaded, ready for bear in the woods, and they're good too. Jim, what's going on? You still there? Jim?
Oh, there you go.
You gotcha?
Yep, now we do.
You gotcha? Hey, did you see this? Have you seen this tree thrasher thing that I was showing everybody?
I have not, no.
Okay.
New product?
Yeah, it's a new product out. And now, you're a biologist. Now, I'm going to ask you your humble opinion. When you're out there grunting for deer, now you hunt a lot on the ground too, right?
I do not get very high off the ground,
yep.
Correct.
Okay. So one of the things that I learned from Larry, I've been bow hunting 35 years. I learn something new every season, right? Larry was, I love decoying deer. That's one of my favorite things to do bow hunting. It's just a rush when you get a deer to come in with an attitude and try to get in knocking your decoy over and stuff. It's just amazing. But when you're grunting at a deer and they'll pop their head up or sometimes they'll ignore you. Anytime that you can put a different sound in there to coordinate or go along with that grunt. When a deer hears another deer running in the woods, we're hearing the leaves move, pawing at the pawn leaves, making a scrape. Deer pay attention to those sounds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So tree thrasher has made this look. It's like a little accordion deal, but you hear that?
Yep.
I mean that sounds like something shifting in the leaves.
And the key is it's subtle.
Yeah.
Deer are attracted to subtle noises and subtle movements. I mean, we've all had deer move towards us when we don't move. They know we're there. They move towards you. It's those big crash, boom, explosion type noises that they're just, I'm going to run away from that. But they're constantly listening. And they're not only listening to deer, they're listening, like we were talking about earlier, they're listening to the other animals. They're listening to the squirrels, they're listening to the blue jays, they're listening to the crows. Because those animals are their first warning device about something's happening in the woods.
I had somebody tell me I was nuts and out to lunch the other day. I was talking about exactly that. We were talking about in a stand, and somebody asked me what I kind of focus or listen for in the woods. I said, well, when I hear a squirrel bark, I'll get my binos or I'll look around to see what's coming into that area. He goes, why would you do that? I go, that's an alarm. And animals pay attention to that. He goes, I know that they're talking to squirrels, but other animals don't. I said, deer key in on a squirrel bark. Jim, I videoed it. I don't know how many times where a squirrel will start barking. I've actually had deer, when they get their ears on alert and they rotate them, they're trying to pinpoint or triangulate what's that sound.
They're listening for that sound.
Yeah.
They're looking for any movement. They're putting their heads up. They're on alert mode too.
Yeah, and they'll come in. I've actually had them come towards the squirrel barking to see what was going on to investigate. Yep. I've got it on video.
Yep. And squirrels will actually, and blue jays and crows will actually go towards in many cases, towards whatever it is that's disturbing them.
Mm-hmm.
So, say a fox is moving through the woods, the squirrels will tap the trees, jump from limb to limb in the trees to get over top of it, and then they will just let loose, squalling down on that animal, and everything else says, okay, that's where it's at. It's right there.
Yeah.
So we all know that something's coming from that direction.
Well, and I don't know how many times you've been out, but if you start hearing a squirrel bark or so, whatever, and then a lot of times I'll see turkey or deer coming in, that's what they're barking at.
Yeah. And the same thing with crows as well. Crows will sit there and they'll start calling, and I've actually killed silent gobblers before listening to the crows.
Yeah.
Crows sitting in the tree calling, and I'm like, something's coming, and so I'll get myself ready, and then here comes a silent gobbler sneaking through the woods, and I'm like, thank you, Mr. Crow, buddy.
Yeah. I always like it when it's a team effort.
Well, it's that woodsmanship skills again. It's paying attention to what's going on out there.
Yeah.
And those animals, that's what they do every day. It's you and I. When we're in our office setting and we hear a fire alarm goes off, that tells us, one, it tells us to be ready, but we put our head up, we look around before we start heading towards the exit.
Yeah.
Or the phone rings. That tells us something's happening. So this is their warning systems, and they all work together out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go, folks. See, just next time that little magic bag of leaves, like I told you with Larry, and this tree thrasher. I mean, you can use that stuff to your advantage. And Jim, I always say I don't know if it works every time, but I've seen it work. So anytime I can get a decent buck to come in and see what's going on, I don't know why I didn't start decoying earlier in my career, because I'm just telling you, that is one of the. Have you ever done that?
I've had them out there. I've never really used them that much, but we've got a couple that we hunt at that we can put out if we need them. And it's usually in the right situations. If the wind's wrong, or if you just need that visual, construction of your area. Because again, those deer are coming in. They know something's not right, but if there's another deer over there, well, it must be okay. I'll work my way that direction.
Hey, how many times have you guys had those robotic DNR gear out and had a real buck come in and knock it down or challenge it? I bet that happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I can't really speak to that because that's not something I do every day. But I've talked with officers, and they've definitely got some good stories about mechanical animals, and not just with other animals, but with humans and just interactions in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even imagine that, because I mean those Dave Smith decoy deer we use, first time I ever used that was in Kansas, and I had it out in a milo field, and I actually had does coming up right next to it feeding. I mean, I said I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's a confidence builder for them. If you're a waterfowl hunter, we learned years ago if you put a great blue heron decoy out in the middle of your waterfowl set, you'll pull more ducks in. Because they look at that and go, well, if the great blue heron is standing there, it must be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a confidence builder for them to come down and land in unfamiliar territory.
Yeah.
And those deer do the same. Those deer decoys and turkey decoys, everything does the same thing. Is it either distracts that animal from looking at your position, or it gives them confidence that says, well, I can go over there because somebody else is over there. And then, of course, you throw in the territorial aspect as well. I don't like that one being over there. I have to go over there and tell that old doe that this is my ridge top. We have to have a talk about why she's standing where she shouldn't be standing.
Yeah.
So the decoys have lots of different psychological impacts on animals.
Absolutely. Hey, I hate to ask, but I mean, we're almost in the middle of July and it's been dry. Any HD news?
No, not really. So we've had a couple of suspect reports because we've done a good job over the years of educating people what to look for. And of course, with low water this year, everybody's concerned. But no, we have not had any reports yet that have come to fruition. We've gone out and looked at a couple sites, and they haven't been what people thought they were. And it's just something we always keep track of, and we appreciate the public letting us know, and we'll get out the best we can to identify it and get it taken to the lab to make sure we can determine what the cause of death is, if possible. But no, nothing yet, so we've kind of got our eyes open. Usually not much until mid-August, early September for real EHD outbreaks.
Why is that? Why is that, Jim?
Well, I think it has more to do with just the timing of the midges of when they're producing. And of course, the time of the year when the deer are moving towards water a little bit more, they get most of their water through the metabolic rate of just eating browse. They don't need daily water, but they will move towards water. And of course, the midges are produced around those mud flats. So just they're putting in more contact at that time of the year.
Yeah, I've been telling people if they own private ground, if just go out and put some water holes in, those big plastic tubs, and then put some rock and stuff around it so the midges can't get in, can't make a nest or breed. Just make sure you mark them because you don't want to be walking in and in the dark and and hit one of those,
Well, I think and I can't speak to the timing of the midges and their life cycles as well, but I'm sure that all those cylinders have to hit just right, and like we've talked about before, is EHD is not a disease that pops up every year in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Deer actually will build an immunity to it, so we tend to see it kind of go in these 11-year cycles, 8 to 11-year cycles, and so if you've had it in your area, you probably won't have it for a while. Doesn't mean you can have little outbreaks, but not the big ones that people really get concerned about.
Boy,
but it could pop up in another part of the state pretty easily, too.
Yeah, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Montana, boy, they got hit hard last year.
Yep. And so we see that usually, in Iowa, about the time that we see it in southern Iowa, we'll see it in Nebraska, we'll see it in Illinois, kind of at the same latitudinal level. And when Minnesota gets it, then South Dakota will get it, Wisconsin will get it. So again, that latitudinal level. So just like the turkey biologists are talking, we're talking to other state deer biologists all the time, kind of seeing what they're seeing, and is there something we should be talking about that's happening that we'll be aware of here. Because again, we know deer and turkeys don't really understand borders.
Yeah.
They understand habitats. So we're always talking, trying to figure out what's going on to try to stay ahead of it as best we can so we can monitor it. And that's where the public comes into play is, we're not out there every day in those hay fields and in everybody's backyards where they're seeing stuff. But we can take those reports and certainly come look at them and then start to put the puzzle together.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Listen, I can't thank you enough for what you do over at the DNR. Thanks to everybody over there. We appreciate all the help, and always glad to have you on the show, Jim.
Yeah, it's always fun. Appreciate it,
Dan. You got anything you need to get out to the folks, let me know.
Yeah, you bet. Just report those turkey broods, and you really need that this time of year.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
You bet. Bye.
There he goes, Jim Coffey, your Iowa DNR turkey biologist. He does a good job. Good morning, Shane. Why is EHD more dominant during drought conditions due to the midge having have better hatch rates? Chris, basically the theory, or what most people, during a drought, you have less watering holes, right? So the deer are congregating in fewer holes, so their chances of getting bit by that midge fly are greater. That's why droughts are not usually when you see an outbreak or whatever. They don't, the lesser the water source, the chances are that the midges are going to be in that area. That's why. All right, 8:32 and some change. This break is brought to you by the fine folks at Herman's Fine Jewelers, 2900 University in West Des Moines. I was telling everybody wrong about Herman's, and I apologize, folks. I went over and saw Donnie and Frank this year. It's not 34 years. It's 43 years. They've been around helping people. I transposed it. I'm dyslexic. 43 years. I know, I feel bad. 43 years they've been helping people. So if you need you got a special occasion coming up, you're looking to get engaged, you want to get a birthstone for your daughter, whatever, they can do a whole bunch of things over there for you at Herman's Fine Jewelers. Plus, if you got stuff that you're just not wearing anymore, you need a new trolling motor. You need a shotgun. Hey, is your muzzle loader not doing well? You need a new muzzle loader? Well, just go over to Herman's Fine Jewelers and take your treasure you don't wear anymore. Chances are you're going to get a whole brand new hunting lineup right there and didn't have to worry about taking out a loan. Herman's Fine Jewelers have been helping people for 43 years. They'll help you too. It's one of the nicest places in town to shop. Once you go in there, you'll understand why. 2900 University in West Des Moines, 222-2600. Tell them the Outdoor Guy sent you. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much. Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit.
All right, get ready.
My grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery.
Grenades and ammo time. That's right. Grenades and ammo
on the Chick-fil-A
time.
app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their
We'll
testimonials.
get you ready, outfitted for the woods.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion,
you're gonna love these. Whoever wins these things are awesome. And if you don't win and you want to try them, go to Soldier Boy Beef Jerky. Yeah, SoldierBoyJerky.com. And you can order them right there, and you can even, I'm telling you, these things are like crack, man. You can't, I ate a whole bag on the way to Ohio. I couldn't stop eating them. They're just awesome. This is sour cream and onion, and I think the other one's Chesapeake Bay. No, I got 2 sour cream and onions. And then they got 2 more flavors coming out pretty quick. It's going to be 4 flavors total. Good stuff, Maynard.
To train for the upcoming seasons, that'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and Sports at East 56th Street
I love
in
jerky.
Altoona. Open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6500.
Hey, Larry Mack, what is going on over at Scott Archery, man? Social media is blowing up on these new releases. Can you tell me about the new S2 Select and Apex Core?
Yeah, we are super excited about these 3 releases. We'll start with the Apex Core. The Apex Core is a closed hook design where the Apex was an open hook design. It also has a finger through hole, so for extra grip. And also with the closed hook, you can leave it hung on your
8:35, and Chris DePerna still has not paid his football dues.
The S2 release is a double sear release. It also comes with a forward trigger.
I want to get a BMO.
Triggers. You get a
I don't
forward
do
trigger
BMO.
and a rear trigger.
I also
Third, let's go to the Select.
Right. Thank you,
Select
Matt.
Back tension offering that has
original and butter garlic.
And also
butter garlic.
So you
That sounds good.
To get the shot to break whenever you want.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. I can't wait to get down to my Scott Archery dealer and check these out. If you want more information, folks, go check them out at scottarchery.com.
You're ready for your next outdoor
It's
adventure.
all right. I get to make
Wouldn't it be
these
nice to have high-definition footage as a fun memory of your time in the outdoors? Well,
That's what happens
Tacticam's
when you
been
win a
helping hunters do
championship.
that very thing.
Oh my gosh, I can't. It's over, man. It's over.
Like never before. They can help you cover your bow fishing trips with the new Tacticam Fish Cam that's totally waterproof and ready to record some awesome bow fishing action. All the Tacticam cameras feature 4K resolution, Wi-Fi compatible, feature live stream capabilities.
244-1350. 244-1350. If you live in the Iowa area and you can pick these up at the station, you can get online and we're going to hook you up with some nice stuff. Just make sure you have one in the last 30 days.
Don't forget to take your Tacticam camera. You'll be able to relive your trips like never before. Tacticam.com for more info.
What's
You
scent
were hunting
sticks?
and a deer tick
Ooh,
just
and I
crawled
got
into your
these are
leg
the
and
scent
is
sticks that
burying
go
its
into
head into
grenades.
your
They're earth
flesh.
scent
You
from
can't
Winscent.
feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not
Slide
get
that
really
into the
sick.
grenade.
Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme
And you
disease.
get to-
The test may or may not
Get
detect
to
it.
puff the
meaning
wind.
You may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications.
My wind's
Don't
going
take
that
that
way. See
chance.
that?
Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide.
where it's
Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain
Fried
its
green
effectiveness for the life
tomatoes.
of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment
There you
is
go,
odorless
Richard. I have no
and
idea what that
invisible.
means, but
Wearing
okay.
Elimitic can help protect
My
you
wife
from
likes
ticks,
fried green
chiggers, and
tomatoes.
other biting insects.
I'm not a tomato
And is
guy.
featured in a complete line of
I don't
quality
understand it
Game Hide
because
hunting
I like ketchup.
Visit GameHide.com.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio, 244-1350, 244-1350. We're going to do rapid fire giveaways. I got these Soldier Boy Jerky ammo chips and a Winston scent grenade to give away. Ammo for your deer hunting adventures. That's right. You could probably eat the jerky before. You don't have to wait to do. But this little Winston grenade, I don't go in a stand without this thing or the ground blind because this is invaluable for letting me know the wind direction, where my scent's going, and you can use it to help cover your scent up. Just your little ozonics behind you. It works great. All right, I am with you. I can't eat fried tomatoes either. There you go, Richard. Let's see. 244-1350. Come on, let's go, gang. It's going to be rapid fire. Got to give two away in 20 minutes. We got to do this. Let's go. Iowa Department of Natural Resources was notified on July 10th of a fish kill on the Iowa Des Moines River. DNR staff from the Fisheries Bureau investigated and found an estimated 20,000 dead shovel-nose sturgeon. Aw, I don't want to see our sturgeon get killed. In a 60-mile river stretch from Ottumwa to Farmington in southeast Iowa, freshly dead fish collected on July 11th were submitted to Iowa State University for testing. The investigation began with determining the start and end of the fish kill. DNR fisheries staff collected water temperature and dissolved oxygen levels at 9 locations along the fish kill path and sampled for ammonia. Using the American Fisheries Society guidelines, staff started counting dead fish at the bridge accesses and then expanded to their count to free-flowing areas. Yep. So we didn't find low levels of dissolved oxygen or high levels of ammonia, which is usually an indicative of some sort of spill, but it did come down to higher water temperatures coupled with low river flows that we're expecting at the present. Water temps were in the upper 80s. That's tepid. That's a little warm. And exceeded levels known to cause shovel-nose sturgeon mortality. Sad to hear that. I like sturgeon. They're like a big prehistoric fish. Says shovel-nose sturgeon are relatively abundant below Ottumwa, as many of these fish move in from the Mississippi River and into the section of the Des Moines River during the spring and summer. How about that? Well, many of these fish are over 40 years old. Right. Okay. Iowa water and the sea set for the sturgeon back 50 years. This is sad. I hear you, Richard. Morning, Pete. Pete, get those donuts ready for deer camp, man. Yeah. We're going to need a lot of donuts for deer camp. Larry Mack is all excited about donuts. Mm-hmm. So anyway, if you want more information about this 40-year-old fish, man, that's horrible. Thank you. We'll see what's going on. All right, let's see. Andrew's got some names for me, maybe? Just hold on. Oh, he said just hold on. Birthday boy, awful bossy. Fishing report brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. Black crappie is bite is fair at Don Williams Lake. Red Rock Reservoir, the black crappie bite is fair. Catfish are good. White bass are fair. Red Rock Lake, crappie bite's good. Lake Anita, the water temperature's in the high 70s, low 80s. Black crappie bite is fair. Gills are fair. Largemouth bass are good. Lake Manawa, the Lake Manawa is about 2 feet low. Channel catfish bite is good. Walleye are fair. Wipers are good. All right, TJ, let's go say hi to TJ. Hi, TJ.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I got great news for you. You're going to get a chance of winning a Syncronade and these Soldier Boy beef jerky ammo chips. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
And then once you get hooked on these, I just got information. They got 2 new flavors coming out, original and butter garlic.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've never had either one.
Huh?
I've never had either one.
Oh, you're going to love these things, man. These things rock. And hey, there's only 25 calories in them.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
telling you, it's a wonderful thing to munch on. All right, you know what? I'll make it easy on you. What show are you listening to today?
Outdoors Call Radio Show with Dan.
Ding, ding, ding.
Outdoor Dan.
That's all right. You win. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hey, you enjoy this wind Syncronade bomb. You deer hunt?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna love this thing in the tree, man.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We'll call you back after the show, TJ.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
All right. Did you have somebody else online?
Nope.
Nope.
We did have Bruce call in. He just got out of the hospital not too long ago, and says he just really likes the show.
Oh, that's nice.
Really appreciate what you bring to the table. So wanted to give a shout out to Bruce for getting back healthy, and thanks for listening to us here throughout the whole time.
All right. Well, we got to give another one of these packs away because I don't want to take them home. 244-1350, 244-1350. And you can get you a big sweet bag of Soldier Boy jerky ammo chips. It's like jerky, like a potato chip. It's really thin, and it's I'm just telling you, it's a delightful little morsel. And that Winston Sink grenade, that'll last you almost the whole deer season. So where are you at? 244-1350. 244-1350. First one in wins. There you go. Quit writing, Andrew, and answer the phone. I see the phone over there blinking. Boy, I'm telling you.
No, it
It's not blinking?
No.
Yeah. Why do people call me on my cell phone? You can't call the cell phone. You got to call 244-1350. Jimmy. I'm doing a show here, people. How do people get my cell phone anyway? I got to start taking that out. You know how it is? I email everybody back when they put in for the contest on the Outdoor Call Radio app, and my cell phone is in my email. I got to start taking that out. I'm telling you. You little snickerdoodles. There you go. There you go. Did I finish my fishing report? I can't remember if I did or not. Viking Lake, crappies, the gills are good. Catfish are fair. Largemouth bass. Willow Lake, crappies are good. Gills are fair. Largemouth bass are good. Green Valley Lake, gills are good. Bass are slow. Lake Icora, catfish bite is good. Little River Watershed Lake, gills are slow. Channel catfish are fair. 3 Mile Lake, the walleye are slow. 12 Mile Lake, bluegills are good. Bass are slow. Largemouth and crappie are fair. There you go. There's your fishing report for the week. Now we got Buck. Let's go say hi to Buck. Morning, Buck.
How you doing?
I'm good. What's
How
up?
you doing, Dan?
I'm good, Buck. What's up?
Oh, I heard you needed somebody to call in.
Oh, don't
Jersey
yeah.
and Memphian.
Yeah. Well, don't you want one of these?
Yeah. And some scent bomb you talking about?
It's the wind scent scent grenade. It's a wind checker, and you can use it for a cover scent. It's like a little grenade.
All right.
Yeah, you'll like this. It's fun. And then you get a brand new bag of Soldier Boy ammo chips jerky.
Okay. Is that a 5-pound bag?
It's not a 5-pound bag. It is a. Hang on. Does it tell me? I got to take a break here real quick. Just say, you know what, Buck? What show are you listening to?
Outdoors Dan radio show.
There you go. You're a winner. We'll call you after the show.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, it says it's a bag full of goodness just for you, Buck. That's what it says on the label.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Buck.
Thank you. See ya.
There he goes. There goes Buck. Tyler, that's all right. That's all right. Aaron's going, what area code? It's a 515. I guess I should do that. Tyler says he's wait. Oh, we got a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
You're heading out on your morning hunt well before sunrise.
Too much stuff going on.
Detected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where you're
I can tell it's getting close to deer season. We got a ton of people on Facebook watching.
Walking in. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Onyx?
Hey, look at that. Look at that goodness right there. Just telling you what. It's taking everything I can not to eat these right now in the studio.
It also allows you to mark and save
they're lovely
spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where.
Thanks, Richard.
Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere.
47 days till the opener. You gave out your number on the Outdoor Drive for trivia a couple months ago. Thanks, Dean. I got you.
Have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter.
You guys got better memory than I do.
Your app store today.
Did I get my cell phone number out though?
Hey, students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small private college that is looking for students that have a passion for the shooting sports and learning.
Man, show went quick today.
University has a shooting sports program that if you qualify will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of competition and learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus with a ton of opportunities. So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a
there you
college
go, Tyler.
program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
So we got TJ and who? Buck.
Heading to your favorite
Celebrities
spot,
should never give
is your
out their
hunting,
phone
fishing, or
number.
utility knife
Well, I'm
ready for
not really
any
a
task?
celebrity, Jeff.
Well, if
I'm
you
just a
use the
radio guy.
original work sharp knife and tool sharpener
All
before you
4
left,
Ammo
you bet they
Chips
are.
flavors.
Work sharp
Oh, there you
knife and tool
go.
sharpener is designed to sharpen
Matt's
every knife you
telling
own.
everybody where to get
By
the
using
ammo
changeable,
chips.
flexible abrasive belts, the sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives, gut hooks, axes, and even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with
I'm Johnny
precision
Cash.
angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time. Each Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company.
Oh,
Customer
yes, you
service is
are.
always
No,
a call
I'm not,
away.
Jeff.
So if you love the outdoors
Larry
and
McCoy's a
depend on a sharp
celebrity.
knife,
I'm not a celebrity.
consider checking out
I'm just a
Work
bow
Sharp
hunter.
knife and tool sharpeners or the Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you.
Oh.
Or anytime at worksharptools.com. That's worksharptools.com.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Hop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny. That's where you'll find over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa-grown popcorn in the central Iowa area. You'll love the fresh pop flavors like caramel, caramel apple, kettle corn, jalapeno cheddar, cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find something for everyone at Lotta Pop in Ankeny. Arlie and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin, or gift package. Lotta Pop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from
What'd you get for
Lotta
your
Pop.
birthday?
It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Pop at 515-262-3243 or go online to lottapop.com. Lotta Pop,
Make my day.
tasting popcorn from Iowa since 1969.
Did you hear the news? The Olive Tap has a brand new location in the district of Prairie Trail in Ankeny.
I need to get Lance on. We haven't talked to Lance in a while. Well, the holidays are coming up. We usually get him on the holidays.
Finest cooking oils, spices, and vinegars, and now fresh salads and sandwiches. They now
I
have
love that
even more
olive
of your
tap.
favorite
Oh, that
olive oils
avocado
from Italy,
oil.
Greece, Spain, and other
If
countries.
you haven't been to the olive tap and got
Flavors
some of
like
that
Tuscan
avocado
herb,
oil
basil,
for
spicy
cooking,
garlic and
that stuff
Parmesan,
rocks.
smoky bacon, and jalapeno, just to
I
name a
like it
few.
better than olive
The
oil.
Olive Tap
I never thought
also
I'd say
offers
that.
special oils like avocado and walnut oils. Not to mention 20 different varieties of balsamic vinegars, including raspberry, strawberry, hickory barbecue, sour apple, dark chocolate, and many more. The Olive Tap carries sauces, spices, seasonings, jellies, and other fine cooking items that anyone who cooks would enjoy. They even offer cooking classes and tasting parties. Stop
Man,
by
I
the
can't believe
Olive
it's July
Tap at the
15th
district
already.
of Prairie Trail,
It's crazy.
1610 Southwest Main Street, Suite 105 in Ankeny, 515-964-1065,
When you start back to school
or
teaching?
at theolivetap.com.
Too many projects stacking up at home, and do you need some help?
You
Don't
got
worry,
about a
just
month
call
left,
Project
huh?
Partners Design in Ankeny. Rob and Megan Fair have been helping folks catch up on home projects since 2017. Project Partners Design specialize on refinishing cabinets, mantles, bathroom vanities, or even power washing and staining the deck out back. Nothing but the best materials on all jobs. For example, on deck projects, they use Rymar Extreme Weather Deck Stain that'll last a long time in our Iowa weather. Rob and Megan can also help you design your projects with a mood design board, so your vision will always be in focus as your projects get completed. It's a great feature for those folks that like to do one project at a time. So don't feel overwhelmed getting your home looking the way you want it. Just pick up the phone and call 507-382-7050. That's 507-382-7050, or email projectpartnersdesign@gmail.com. Military discounts are available every day to those that serve. If it's time to remodel, or if the dog just got done chewing on the kitchen cabinets, pick up the phone and call Project Design Partners in Ankeny, or look them up on Facebook, and help will be on the way.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Hey, I want to say thanks to Megan and Rob at Project Partners in Design and Ankeny. They did a great job on my deck, and I'm just telling you, if you need help around the house, if you need a kitchen remodel, or if you need help with your deck, getting your deck back to looking like brand new, give them a call. Project Partners in Design in Ankeny. They do a great job. You can find them on Facebook. Locally owned, nice couple, and they do give military veterans discounts. And tell them I sent you. They're super nice people. You'll like them. They do a great job. Smoking Joe was not on today because he's walleye fishing in Canada. But if he was on today, he would have said, Hey, Joe, what's going on at Carl Chevrolet? Well, Dan, today we have a big sale going on. Sale because We always make sure that we sell you the car or truck that you need and give you the price that you're going to be comfortable with. At Carl Chevrolet, every day's a sale. High quality, low prices, and great financing. Always here at Smokin' Joe Smelter's little cubicle at Carl Chevrolet. So, Joe, what else is going on? Well, I heard the news that Chris DePerna still has not paid his fantasy football dues, Dan. And I said, I heard a story about you, Joe. What's that, Dan? The other day, I had somebody come out on the lot and say they were looking at a truck, and you opened your door and said, "Hey, what's your name?" "My name's Smokin' Joe Smeltzer. What's your name?" And you scared him, Joe. Well, Dan, I don't understand that philosophy, because all I'm here to do is to give the fine folks a heaping of savings and some good value at the Rock on Oro Labor Road at Carl Chevrolet, where Outdoors Dan always buys his trucks. That message is brought to you by the fine folks at Shaggy Inc. Smokin' Joe Smeltzer. Hey, dude, what's going on? I'm Smokin' Joe Smeltzer.
Dude, yeah, Joe is giving out a lot of good impersonations himself.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Smokin' Joe Yoda. High prices lead to fear. High equity in your car leads to anger. If you're upside down in your truck, it leads to suffering. Don't do that. Come to Carl Chevrolet and see me, Smokin' Joe Smeltzer, your car Jedi.
That's good.
Yeah. High prices lead to fear. Oh, good morning, Patrick. Good to see you. Yep. 8:55 and some change. Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi is the true Jedi of the show. He'll take good care of you at Advanced Family Dentistry over there at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard, Ankeny, Iowa. I just got my tooth fixed the other day, and it's still there. I'm telling you, 964-1490, 564-1490. Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams, Dr. Drake, and good old Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi will take great care of you. I promise you. That's why I go there. That's why my family goes there. Andrew goes there. You should go there. Advanced Family Dentistry. Go get them. 8:55 and some change. Chris DePerna at Creek Archery still has not paid his fantasy football dues. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get your attention? Can I pay attention to this news story?
Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's do it right. I got a minute left
do
in the
this
show.
right.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for Andrew to do it, but, again, I had to direct the show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll be at the iCubs August 19th. August 19th, the iCubs, Saturday, 6 o'clock. Grizzly Cooler, $300 gift card, $500 Outdoors Dan prize pack. Come and see us. Tickets are available. September 16th and 17th, the All Breeds Jeep Show. Go ahead, Andrew.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Ooh, scoopage.
8:56 and some change. Chris DePerna at Creek Archery is still not paid his fantasy football dues.
That's insane.
That is insane. Pay your dues, Chris. Yeah, yep. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. We are out of here. Happy birthday to Andrew. If you guys need anything, let me know. See you, Richard. See you, Jeff. Thank you, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. That's going to wrap it up. We'll see you next time. We'll have some more ammo chips and some sync grenades next week. Don't worry about it. And as soon as I get those tree thrashers in, we'll do those as well. Have a great weekend. And if you need anything, let me know. Don't forget to download the Outdoor Call Radio app. It's totally free, and you might win something huge. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. See you, Tyler. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Hey, are you in the